What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and Happy New Year's. It's 2023, and with the arrival of 2023, there are hopes. There are hopes and dreams for nerds, geeks, otakus, and weebs out there that wish to go to Japan so that they can one day meet a schoolgirl just like the ones that they see in anime. What is up, guys? Okay, so today I'm gonna look at some information about flying to Japan, but more importantly, what I'm here to talk about is that flights to Japan have gotten more expensive. Now, if you have money to burn, like let's say if you can afford, to fly first class, pay $2,000 to fly to Japan, and it's something of that nature, good for you. But I guess this is more for people who are on a budget and cannot afford a $1,000 plane ticket. Because I can tell you myself, when I went to Japan, my plane ticket was $780, and this was back in 2019, right before the pandemic. I am one lucky bastard. I am one lucky freaking bastard, I tell you. Anyways, lucky me. So let's go ahead and look at some information as to why Japanese flights have gone up in price. So, guys, before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell for future notifications. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, Japanese culture. If you're into any of that stuff, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now on with the show. Okay, so I am here at aviationpros.com, and it says flights cancel in China as COVID cases continue to surge. Right? So why am I in front of this article? Why am I talking about China? Anderson, you must be some racist motherfucker, some racist idiot. Always talking about China. China this, China that, China. Okay, no, I'm not trying to hate on China. What I do, I just look at the facts, I look at what's happening in the world, and I report it back to you guys. So pay attention. Seriously, pay attention. So what's happening? Why are the flights so expensive to Japan? And we're gonna look at it. We'll look at the prices in a moment. So you have to understand that one of the reasons why flights from America to flights from the West, let's say North America and Europe, traveling to Japan, China, Korea, the Philippines, Thailand. The reason why those flights, one of the ways that people find ways to find cheap flights is to go on the Japanese airlines. Go on the Chinese airlines, right? If you when you're buying plane tickets, one of the things that people used to do, they will, the cheapest flights will be along the lines of a Chinese airlines, right? The Chinese airlines will make a stop, it will make one or two stops, and that will lower the price of the plane ticket by like a couple of $100s. So instead of paying $1,500 for a plane ticket, you pay $900, $800. Poof, there you go. There's your plane ticket, right? So Chinese airlines, because, the Chinese, they make everything affordable, make everything cheaper, right? It lowers the price of the plane ticket because they cost much less. And I think it's because the Chinese, it costs less to fly with Chinese airlines because, the currency, they pay their people less, so and so, right? So, but what's happening now is that China is canceling a lot of flights because of their, the Corona-chan, whatever you want to call it. Right here it says many airports across China cancel the majority of their flights. Majority, so I'm guessing that has to be like over 60%, like 70% of flights, due to a surge in the Corona-chan cases, China's state newspaper Global Times reported on Thursday. Right, this article is from November 2022. Right, so, and we're going into 2023, and yes, China is still practicing lockdowns. Just to let you know, okay? Keep that in mind. Another article here says from AP News says China flights cancellations follow normal patterns. Normal patterns as in, they're still, they continue to cancel. They're still canceling flights, right? So there really aren't a lot of Chinese airlines flying from North America to Asia, and as a result, we don't see a lot of affordable flights for $700, $800, right? And another article here says U.S. avenges China's COVID airline policies by suspending 26 flights in 1-for-1 response. right? So why did China cancel flights by U.S. carriers? Okay, so of course you already know about the conflict between China and North America. You guys already know. And I think Canada has a new name. I think they're called like Chinada. Okay. I'm gonna stop. Let me stop. Another thing I wanted to show you. Okay, so we are here in Google Flights. So right now we're in Google Flights, and we're gonna look at some flights now. So usually I fly out from New York JFK because I'm in the Northeast area. No, I'm not gonna tell you where I live. Stop following me. So New York JFK to Tokyo, right? This is the flights that we're looking at. And I set it up for, actually, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So if we take a look at the calendar here. So in February, there are some cheap flights, like in February 10, if you fly on this date, is $974, lower than $1,000. If we go later in the calendar, $978 in March 1st. So you see, most flights are over $1,000, and this is just economic. This is not like first class. This is just economy flights, right? 1,400, 1,100, almost $1,100. So you're not gonna find a lot of flights that are lower than $1,000 because there's no Chinese airlines to that we cheap airline tickets, right? So usually I like to fly out during May. And when I went to Japan, I went during May. So I'm going to click here. This is $963. And then, yeah, $963. This is for a week. To stay 1 week in Japan of pure joy, right? We're going to click on this. And as you can see, $963 is the cheapest ticket we found so far. Most tickets are over $1,000, almost $2,000. This one is Japan. I think, is this Japan Airlines? Japanese Airlines? Yeah, I think so. I think it is. So let's go back. So Cathay Pacific is a little cheaper. Air Canada, ANA, all expensive flights. This is Google. And Google Flights usually has the cheapest flights, right? And now let's go ahead and go to Expedia, right? And again, I'm going to fly out from the JFK airport. Also, keep in mind that this also has to do where you're located. I think if you're located in Europe, it's a little cheaper to fly from Europe, like Germany, France, UK. Going to Japan, it's a little cheaper, maybe like a couple of $100 less. If you fly from Canada, like if you're like in Vancouver, Canada, the flights are cheaper. If you're flying from California, the flights are cheaper because California is much closer to Japan. So you're just gonna go from LAX to like Tokyo airports, right? So here we're gonna choose the New York JFK airport. Going to Tokyo, any airport in Tokyo, right? And I'm gonna fly out during the month of May, from the 5th all the way to the 19th, and let's see what the search results give us. And this is all economy flights, right? Economy flights. All right, and here we are. So here are the results. Air Canada, 1,100. EVA Airways, 1,200. 1,300, 1,400. 1,400 plane ticket, 1,500. See, a lot of expensive flights. Multi-airlines. American Airlines is the most expensive one, trust me. It's just, when I remember before the pandemic, right? Before the pandemic, I was able to find flights. I remember I found a flight from I think, what was it? I think it was from Philadelphia Airport to the Tokyo Airport. I think Narita or Haneda, right? And it was $500. So imagine $500 for a flight from Philadelphia to Japan. $500. Not $1,000, not $2,000, $500. I think most of you guys, anybody out there can afford that, right? Who wouldn't? But now because, all the problems with the Chinese airlines, China canceling flights, and the Chinese lockdowns, and basically, the corona chance spread is still, I guess it's still spreading as they say. So they say the corona chain is still spreading. So yeah, and that's why flights to Japan have become more expensive, right? So whatever your thoughts are, guys, comment below. Tell me if you're planning on going to Japan. I hope this kind of helped you make a decision. So comment below. Tell me what you think. Are you going to Japan? Where are you flying out from? And yeah. So like the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. I like to cover a lot of Japanese topics, traveling to Japan, things to do in Japan, Japanese culture, also as well as anime, manga, video games, geek culture content. So if you're into any of that stuff, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Guys, thank you for watching and listening. It's your boy Andy Matrix, and Godspeed.